I want to say thank you to Chazak organization and also Emet Ve'emunah Shul. I'm here not the first time. I was told to speak in English, so I think we're going to understand. My English is not hard. It's very easy to understand. Maybe in the end we're going to speak in Russian a little bit. We have a lot of people who don't understand. For me it doesn't matter, I could speak in Hebrew, Bukharian, Russian, English. When Hashem created the world, how many psukim, how many sentences he wrote when he created the world? How many sentences? From Bereshit until Hashem rested. How many sentences in the Torah? How many psukim? Anyone knows? 10 things that Hashem said. But how he described the world, how he created the world? 34 psukim. From Bereshit until that Hashem rested, Asher Bala Elokim La'asot, 34 psukim. But when it comes to marriage, Eliezer, he found Rivka. How many psukim says over there in the Torah? 67. And right after that it says Avraham Avinu also got married, 68. So one second. When he created the world, he used 34 sentences. But when it comes to marriage, 68 sentences, double. I don't understand. What's harder, to create the world or to get married? Hashem says it's much easier to create the world than to find good marriage. That's why Hashem says with 34 psukim, I used to create the whole world. But when it comes to marriage, I use 68 sentences to teach you. It's much easier to create the world. Las Vegas, we don't usually go to these places. But Las Vegas used to be a desert. They made it nice. It's much easier to take a desert and to make it beautiful. To create the whole world is much easier than to create a good family. It's very hard. Just now I was with the rabbi of the shul. We made divorce. We made get for one couple. And they don't have a kid. 2.5 years they had problems. And I said, at least if they're already getting divorced, there is no kids because they have a lot of problems. Who is going to be with the kid and everything else? The second reason, Hashem says, if you have the whole world, you have a lot of houses, you have a lot of buildings, but you don't have a good wife, you don't have a good husband, you don't have anything. That's why Hashem says, when I created the world, I used 34 psukim, but when it comes to marriage, I used 68. One second. How do you say in Hebrew, poor person? How do you say poor? Ani. Any other words that you know how to say poor person in Hebrew? There are many words in Hebrew how to say poor person. Rash. Rash means nothing. He doesn't have anything. Evion. He doesn't have anything. Dal. He doesn't have anything. Mach. Misken. So many words in Hebrew how to say poor person. So this word dal means he doesn't have anything, has gematria of how much? 34. Hashem says, I created the world with 34 sentences to symbolize the word dal, which means poor. Even if you have the whole world is yours. Not only 5-6 houses. You are still poor person if you don't have a good family. And how do you say in Hebrew life? Chaim. Chaim has gematria of how much? 68. The real world in this world, the real life, if you have a good marriage, if you have a good family. So many people, they cannot get married because they don't know what to look for. And I want to tell you something. Even if you date a person for a few months, you're not going to know him or her until you're going to get married to this person. Outside, everyone is different. But once they get married, they become totally different. Outside, they're good actors. They open the door for her. He buys her a lot of stuff. He's very nice. Once they're going to get married, it's going to be totally different picture. Even if they date for 1 year, 2 years, doesn't matter. 7 years ago, 6 years ago, one person, young guy, he wanted to kill himself. And his mother came to me so that I should go and speak to him and I should make him calm down. They took me to psychiatric center in Manhattan And I said to this guy, before we came in, the elevator opens up on the 5th floor, and there is a security guard. So the mother of the boy says, this is the rabbi, he's going to speak to my son. The security guard asks us, you have knives? No knives. Can you bring knives with you to the mental institution? Can you take knives? No. Why not? They could kill somebody. Can you take razors? No razors. No shopping bag, because they might choke somebody. Before he let us in, he checked everything, and then he told us to come in. So I asked this boy, what happened? Why you have depressed? You're not eating anything. You want to kill yourself. What happened? And he told me the reason, and slowly we talked to him. Baruch Hashem, he is out now. One person came to the nut house, and he saw many sick people, mentally sick. And one man is screaming, Rachel, what did you do with me? Rachel, what did you do with me? So this guest asked security, why is he screaming so much? Don't pay attention to him. He is screaming already for 20 years. Why? 20 years ago, he fell in love with a girl. Her name was Rachel. He wanted to get married to her, but she told him no. And because she told him no, he became crazy. In his 20 years, he is screaming like this, Rachel, what did you do with me? Rachel, what did you do with me? So this guest, he went to a different room of this mental institution, and he saw also other people mentally sick. And a different man also screaming, Rachel, what did you do with me? He says, why is he screaming now? He says, he got married to her. He got married to her. She destroyed his life. And already for 18 years, he's screaming, Rachel, what did you do with me? Rachel, what did you do with me? So this person doesn't know that this guy got married to her and he's miserable. We always think, if I would get married to her, I would be the luckiest person. If I bought this house, I would be the luckiest person. You never know. A person doesn't know. He thinks he knows. Mora Rabotai, the Gemara says, if person was born on Sunday, is it good or bad? The Gemara Masechet Shabbat, page 156 says, and we're going to tell you how we could fix it. If person was born on Sunday, what kind of characters he's going to have? First one, you're not allowed to rush giving birth unless it's a big danger. You're not allowed to induce so fast unless it's a big danger. Once you make induce, you change the mazal of the baby. Although we Jewish people don't have mazal, we could change it. If person was born on Sunday, he is going to be a very good person or very bad person. He cannot be in the middle. Why on Sunday? Because on Sunday Hashem created what? Light and darkness. Hashem says this person will be either very nice like light, or God forbid, he's going to be a very bad person, extremely bad. But he's not going to be in the middle. He has to choose which way he's going to go, although anyone can choose. If person was born on Monday, what kind of person he's going to be? This person who was born on Monday is going to be a little bit hard to deal with. He is going to be angry person, and also he's going to be like to fight with people. Why? On Monday, what did Hashem do? The whole planet was full of water. Hashem said there is too much water here, people cannot walk. We have to take most of the water to different places, and the drops of water was fighting who is going to be here and who is going to be there. So if person was born on Monday, he also going to have a lot of fights, a lot of anger. If you were born on Monday night, it's already considered what? Tuesday. What if person was born on Tuesday? He's going to be good or bad?
Very good.
If person was born on Tuesday, he's going to be a rich person, or he wants to have a lot of kids. Why? Because on Tuesday Hashem created a lot of plants, a lot of trees. With one seed you could have a lot of fruit, a lot of trees, a lot of in future, right? So this person who was born on Tuesday, he also will have desire to increase his wealth, or he wants to have a lot of children. If person was born on Wednesday, what's going to be with this person? He will have very, very nice memory. He will give people a lot of good advice. He has ability to become a very good teacher. Because on Wednesday, Hashem created sun and moon. They give light. And this person will also give a lot of good advice, and good people going to come for advice to this person. If person was born on Thursday, he's gonna be very kind person. If he was born on Friday, he's gonna be running after mitzvot. But the best day to be born is when? On Shabbat. But you have to know one thing. Usually, if person was born on Shabbat, when the time comes to die after many years, he also gonna die on Shabbat. Why? Because of you, they violated Shabbat. It's not your fault. But usually, a person who is born on Shabbat, technically, he also dies on Shabbat after many, many years. You know, in Israel, they used to help to yeshiva, a lot of help. Today in Israel, they don't give too much money to yeshiva because many Israelis, they say, why are you learning yeshiva? Go to the army. So today, they don't give too much money to yeshiva. They give much, much less. So one rabbi, he saw that the yeshiva doesn't have too much money. He went to England and they told him there is a very rich person, he can help you with money. So this rabbi, he took a lot of videos, a lot of proofs that he has a yeshiva. He came to this rich person's house. He says, please, this is my yeshiva. This is, I'm teaching. Look how many students I have. This is the place. And the rich person says, I like it. I like your yeshiva. $100,000 I want to give it. It's enough or no? What do you think? Rabbi said it's enough or no? No. Everyone says no. It's interesting. 100,000. So this rabbi said, of course it's enough. Thank you very much. $100,000 is not shekel. So the rich person told him, Rabbi, rest. He could eat fruit, vegetables. He could eat over here. Let me go to my room. I'm going to take my checkbook and I'm going to give you $100,000 check. So this person, Rabbi, said, can I take a book? You have any books I could read? Yes, he could. Here's my books. So this rabbi from Israel, he took one book, Gemara, and he started to do what? To learn. After 5-10 minutes, this rich person comes out of the room. He takes a look at the rabbi and he says, Rabbi, I'm sorry, I cannot give you a penny. I'm not going to give you money. The rabbi said, what happened? I did something wrong? Maybe Bitcoin fell over there. Maybe you invested too much money in Bitcoin and it fell down. Maybe you bought something and the price crashed. Why you changed your mind? Maybe I said something nice. Still not nice. Tell me why you don't want to give me money. Rabbi, I cannot tell you the reason. I prefer not to say the reason. You want to eat, you want to rest over here, I'm not giving you money. Not even $1. So the rabbi says, please, why? 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, the rabbi was begging this rich person to say why he doesn't want to give him money. And this rich person says, Rabbi, look how you're holding the book. If you know Hebrew, how are you going to hold the book? Correctly or not correctly? Yeah. But if, let's say, you see someone holding the book upside down, you're going to suspect him or not? You say, either you lying to me that you're learning, or maybe you're a thief, maybe you lying to me. Look how you're holding the book. You're not holding it correctly. So the rabbi said, you know why I'm holding the book upside down? Because I come from the country called Yemen. Yemen is a rich country or poor country? When I was to be small boy, we used to share 6 people one book. We don't have so much books. 6 people were sitting around one book, and I was always following the rabbi. I was sitting right next to my rabbi. I was tall, and I'm still tall. And when I saw the book, rabbi was holding it correctly, but for me the book was upside down. I cannot read otherwise because I grew like this. There is a question, if you could read the Torah, if let's say no one read the Torah in the shul, only you could read the Torah, and you grew up like this. Can you turn the Torah upside down or no? You say yes, you say no. Who is the right? You're not allowed to turn the Torah upside down. You could turn your head down, maybe upside down. You have to read like this. So this rich person said, Rabbi, I apologize. I suspected you. So he gave him the check, 100,000. I don't know if you put more zero over there. But you see, this has come to teach us. If you see someone does it not correct things, you don't have to speak after behind his back. If you see someone doing not correct, either rabbi or your friend or your relative, don't say, you see what he did? If, let's say, this rabbi would not explain himself, or the rich person would not tell him the reason why they want to give him a check, He would say to everyone, this rabbi is a liar. He doesn't even know how to read Hebrew. He was holding the book upside down. All these videos was fake. That's why the Torah says, if you see someone doing not correct things, don't speak behind his back. You come to him and you ask him, why are you doing like this? And you're going to see many times that you misunderstood this person, or maybe you didn't understand this person. And this person many times will explain, and you're going to see that you misunderstood this person. Another case happened to a woman. She needed $5,000 loan from her daughter. $5,000 loan is a lot of money or not so much money? If you work, it's not so much money if you work. For 1 year. So this woman calls the daughter, my daughter, please talk to your husband, my domot, my son-in-law. He should give me for 1 year $5,000 loan. So the woman comes to her husband, Yosef, your mother-in-law, my mom needs $5,000 loan. Can you give it to her? Of course I could give it to her. I could give her as a present, not as a loan. What kind of question is that? Your mom is my mom. Come, let's go. So this couple, husband and wife, they go to this woman. He gives his mother-in-law $5,000, and you know what he tells to his wife? Lisa, let's see when this money gonna come back to me again. He said nice things or no? No. Let's see when the money gonna come back to me again. No, nice. So the mother-in-law took the money, she went to a room and she started to cry. And the husband and wife, they left home, and he didn't want to realize that he made her very upset. So this mother-in-law calls her daughter, let's call her Lisa, as I said previously. Lisa, I wish I would die instead of taking money from your husband. Why you said such a nice words? Let's see when the money gonna come back. What, he thinks I'm gonna take his money and I'm gonna give it back? Why you saying like this? So the daughter says to her mom, Mama, your domot is not normal. Why? He has a hobby that almost no one has. You know, sometimes when you take $100 bill or $50 bill, you see over there some people, they put their stamp. Have you ever seen like this? They have small stamp. It's called track a bill. Sometimes they write some things, and they want to see if this money gonna come back to their hand or no. So when your domot, my husband gave you $5,000, he gave you pack of $50, $150 bills, and every single bill he put his stamp, and he wants to see if this money gonna come back again with his stamp. This is what he meant to say. Let's see when my money gonna come back to me again. He didn't mean to say that you're gonna take his money and not gonna give it back. And you misunderstood him, and you're upset and you're crying for no reason. So that's why many people, they get upset at each other because they don't understand each other. They misunderstand. He meant me. I have one relative that she didn't get married for many years, and she's still not married. And I said once that we have today a big problem. People cannot get married at a very big age. And my relative, she got up with her mom, and they did like this to me, and they left. Because she was thinking I'm talking about her. She wrote me a letter. You're going to see you're going to have big problems in your life. They're still waiting that I should have big problems in my life. They're still waiting. Because she thought I was talking about her. And I didn't mean to talk about her. I just said that today we have a big problem, that people cannot get married at a very big age. And I want to congratulate Kelin Domot that they got married early, 20, 21 years old. And my relative thought that I was talking about her. And she got up with her mom and they left. She wrote me letters. They called me. They upset at me. Till now, I think they upset at me. Because they thought I was talking about her. Morab Rabotai, another story. And before I continue, have any questions? Someone has any questions? No questions for now. It's too early. Let me ask you a question. In Israel, one person was about to die. He has 5 sons. And he calls the sons, my dear sons, I'm leaving you inheritance of $10 million. Each one of you gonna get $2 million inheritance. You're gonna get 2 million, Yitzchak. Yosef, you're gonna get 2 million. Yaakov, you're gonna get 2 million. But you, Pinchas, you're not gonna get a penny. Why? Why, Abba, why do you don't want to give me $2 million inheritance? I don't like your wife. I cannot stand your wife. Only if you're gonna give your wife divorce, Then on this day when you're going to give her the divorce, your brother's going to give you the check of $2 million that you deserve. And this father passed away. So 5 sons, they buried their father. And after 2-3 weeks that they bury this father, this person that did not get the money, he comes to his wife, he says, okay, we need to get divorced. So they go to Beit Din and they get divorced. Once he give her the divorce, 4 brothers, they say, Pinchas, Mazal Tov that you got divorced. Instead of saying, we feel bad for you, what do they say to him? Mazal Tov. And they give him a check of $2 million. He took this check, he puts it in the bank. After 2-3 days, he calls the bank. Hello, can you please check the status if the check has been cleared? So the teller tells him, yes. Just now the check has been cleared. Now you have $2 million in your account. Once he got the money, he calls the rabbi. Rabbi, I want you to do chuppah for me. Eh? You just got divorced. Who do you find so fast? In 2 days you want to get married already. My previous wife. What happened? You're already missing her. What are you going to do? Why you cannot live with her? And he got remarried to this same woman. He wasn't Kohen. But the brothers, they say, you lied to us. You are cheating to us. Give us back the money. He says, no. The father told me the day I will give my wife divorce, you're going to give me the money. I give her divorce or no? So that's it. It doesn't matter if I'm going to get married to her again or no. So my question to you like this. He has to give back the money or no? Whoever says no because it's painful to take money, I know. If you say yes because it's not your money, that's why you say yes, right? What the law says. What the halacha says. You know what the halacha says? If let's say you're going to call his father from the next world, you're going to say, why are you going to want to give your son $2 million? He said the reason why he doesn't want to give money. He said, I don't like your wife. I don't want you that you should buy for your wife a big mansion and Mercedes S600 AMG, and then she's going to have a good time and I'm not happy with her. So the whole reason why he didn't want to give his son money, because he didn't want his wife to enjoy the money. So he has to give back the money. Because the whole reason, because he doesn't want him to have for his wife this money, he has to give back the money. Another question that came up very recently in Israel, one guy, religious, he was walking outside, and all of a sudden he sees outside in Israel on the floor $100 bill. He's going to pick up or no? Shabbat. Yeah, everyone says no. Everyone religious. You know, in some place they say, yes, he's going to pick up. So this person did not pick up. But he says after Shabbat, after 2 hours, Shabbat will be over. So he said, should I wait? $100, not 100 shekel. So he put his leg on the $100 bill and he started whistling. He's waiting until Shabbat is over. Shabbat. After 15 minutes, a poor person passes by him. He says, I know why you're standing here. Under your shoes there is a $100 bill. I already saw it in the morning when I went to shul. I didn't pick it up because I'm religious as you are. But since I saw it first, I deserve this money. So do me a favor, you know where I live? After Shabbat, bring me the money. He says it's very nice. You have such a big audacity. Chutzpah. But what the law says? The law says if you're riding on the horse and he's walking, and you saw it first, you say, hello, I saw this money first, give it to me. Who gets the money first? Whoever picks up the money, it's not yours and it's not yours. If you know it's for him, you have to give it to him because he lost it. But the law says whoever picks up the first, even if you saw it first, it doesn't matter. So he says, yes, I know you saw it first, very nice. I hope you're not lying to me. But since I'm going to pick it up first, this money going to be for me. But you know what? I'm not going to be a cheap person. I'm not going to be a stingy person. After Shabbat, I'm going to come to your house and I will bring you 100 shekels. $100 he's going to pick up, 100 shekel he's going to give to the poor person. How many percent he's going to give it to him? So if the exchange rate is 3.5 to 1, it's 28%. I'm gonna give you 100 shekel. Okay, bye. So this poor person left, and he's still whistling and he's waiting until Shabbat will be over. So once the Shabbat was over, he said 5 magical words. What do you have to say when Shabbat is over and you have to do something to put the light? You don't have time now to do Mavdil. Baruch HaMavdil Ben Kodesh Lechol. Once you say these words, you could already, if already time has come, you could already put light or something. Baruch HaMavdil Ben Kodesh Lechol. He picks up the money and he turns and it says in the other side, come to us for any your photographer needs. We can copy anything you want. Design. Ezra, right? Typografia Ezra it's called. Our phone number. So he found fake $100. Fake. It looks like real from this side. From the other side was fake. So now the poor person sees that he doesn't come. He says, why didn't you bring 100 shekel to me? The poor person goes to his house. Where's my 100 shekel? He says, can I give you what I found? You want to give me $100? You found 100 fake dollars. But you already have promised. You already made promise to give me 100 shekel. What do you think? He has to give him 100 shekel or no? No. What the halacha says? As I said, because it's not your money, you say, yes, it's easy, give it 100. So the law says, since this promise was based on a big mistake, that he had thought that he found real money, that's why he made this promise. If he knew that he was finding fake money, he wouldn't make this promise. So the law says he doesn't give anything. Because if, let's say, you think that you want $10 million, right? You think that you want 10 millions. And you make a promise, you swear, I'm going to give 2 million to charity or 5 million. That doesn't count. You know, there is a story, what one person, so the law says he doesn't have to give anything. If he wants to, it's okay, but he doesn't have to. One person, he came to synagogue very upset. So the people told him, Gabriel, why are you so upset? Usually you're so happy, you're so smiling. Today you're so upset. What happened to you? He says, I have a big problem. I swore in my dream, when I was sleeping, I saw a dream, and I swore in my dream that I have to give to this synagogue $100,000 tzedakah. And I live on welfare. I don't have so much money, 100,000. If I make 100,000, I have to live 1,000 years. So I don't know. If person was swearing in his dream, I remember that my lips were moving. So do I have to fulfill this or no? You understand the question? If you swear in your dream and you woke up and you feel that your lips were moving, do you have to fulfill this or no? No. So people told them, go ask the rabbi. Hey, I'm going to ask the rabbi. The rabbi will tell me, bring the money on himself. But what I'm going to do after that? So ask the rabbi. I'm afraid. Go ask the rabbi. He came to the rabbi and he was shaking. Rabbi, I have a big problem. I saw a bad dream. Rabbi says, who knows? Why you say it's a bad dream? Maybe it's a good dream. Rabbi, for you maybe it's a good dream, but for me it's a big problem. You know, I saw a dream yesterday night. I swore in my dream that I have to give to your synagogue $100,000 donation. I don't know, does it count or no? Huh? So the rabbi opens the book Ben Ish Chai. Ben Ish Chai writes, if you swear when you're dreaming, you have to be careful. You have to do Hatarat Shavuot. So he says, bring the money, 100,000. He was holding his heart. I have to bring out the money. So when he left to sit in his place, people told him, no, what the rabbi said? I told you, the rabbi going to tell me to bring the money. What I'm going to do now? So he was very, very upset and he went home. The next day, he came to shul or no? No, that's it. No more shul. So he's different shul. You know what? He came to the same shul. He came to the same shul upset or happy? Happy. Extremely happy. People told him, why? Why are you so happy? Yesterday you were crying. Maybe you won a lottery, $100 million. Nah. He said, yesterday I saw another dream. That in the dream I already paid this money. I saw I was giving the rabbi 100,000. That's it, in my dream. If the dream what I was swearing is true, so this is also true. Yesterday, I told in Russian, I gave a lecture in Ornatan, that today there is a big problem with communication. Husband and wife, they don't talk too much. The woman complained, he gives me money, he gives me credit card, he pays for the tuition, but he doesn't talk to me. Today, everything text message. And I told the story yesterday, that one guy, he told his wife, I'm going to sleep. Tomorrow I have a flight at 8 o'clock a.m. Make sure to wake me up at 6 a.m. He wrote on a paper like this. He didn't tell his wife, dear wife, tomorrow I have a flight at 8 a.m. Please wake me up at 6 a.m. Ma. And he went to sleep. He doesn't talk to his wife, no time. He woke up on time or no?
No.
What time he woke up? 8:30. Why you didn't wake me up? She said, I woke you up. Why? She said, I put a paper at 6 o'clock. Wake up, please. Just like he wrote on the paper, wake me up, she did the same thing. On the paper, wake up. It's not enough to write. You have to talk. That's why we are called madaber. We have to talk. Since we are having Tu Bishvat Bezrat Hashem on Tuesday night, Tu Bishvat, how do you say in Hebrew 15? Tetvav. But why you don't say Ya? Because Yud is 10, Hey is 5. Why you say 2? Tet means 10, 9, and Vav is 9. Because you're not allowed to say Hashem's name. Yud and Hey make Hashem's name. Not allowed to say. We're going to read Bezrat Hashem. 1 second, before I continue my Tu Bishvat, what bracha you say on mushrooms? Mushroom, you want to cook it or you want to fry it. On mushroom, you say Adama. He said the correct, many of you say, She'akol niya bidvaro. Why on mushrooms we say She'akol niya bidvaro? Why? First reason, because it doesn't have roots. Mushroom, most of them have no roots. And some mushrooms, they do have roots. But the problem is they do not use their roots. They take the nourishments from whatever falls from the sky. So this is come to teach us, which blessing is stronger, Borei Pre'adama or She'akol? Which one is stronger? She'akol is the least blessing. When you have a lot of fruit and vegetables, when you have mazonot, what do you have to say bracha first? First you have to say mazonot, then you say Borei Pre'aetz, then you say Borei Pre'adama. She'akol is the lowest bracha. So mushroom, we give him the lowest bracha. Why? Because it doesn't use the roots. If you have roots and you don't use them, Hashem is not happy with you. Hashem says, who is your roots? Your grandfather, your grandmother, your father. First you have to take your koach. You go to your grandfather. And some people, they don't go to their parents. They go to the bad friends. So the Torah says, since the mushrooms, they take the nourishments, they take the power, not from their roots, they take from whatever fall from the sky. Torah says, I'm not happy with it. That's how you say She'akol niya bidvaro. Morav Rabotai, before I continue, I want questions. Any questions? Anything? Any topic? Any questions? You have any questions? Morav Rabotai, yes. Okay. One fellow, before I started the lecture, he asked me, can a drunk person pray? If person is drunk and he wants to pray, what he has to do? We have to know that if person is very, very drunk, is not good. But if he drank a little bit lachaim and he still can function, you know, some people, they can drink a lot and it doesn't affect them. Some people, they even look at the vodka, they already become drunk. I'm also like this. If I drink a little bit, that's it. I want to go to sleep. It's very, very strong on me. But I know many people, they could drink the whole bucket and it doesn't influence. They could still, talk and nothing. They got used to it already. So it depends on a person also. If let's say you're going to drink, you're already going to doze off, you're going to have problems, then you should not drink even a little bit. But if you know 100% that you're not going to be influenced and you know how to concentrate, nothing going to change you, You can drink a little bit more than me or someone else, and you could still pray. So it depends on a person. If person is very, very drunk, it's not good that he should pray. And you're asking, Shabbat morning we drink and we come to shul because the days are short. I think on Shabbat most people they go to sleep at least for 1 hour. Arizal says when a person on Shabbat afternoon he has to try to sleep a little bit, at least 1 hour. If you learn, you should continue learning. But I think when a person goes to sleep already, this power of vodka already a little bit becoming a little bit weak. Gets over. Yeah. Yes, he could pray, but only if he's not drunk. If he's very drunk, it's a problem. Morav Rabotai, which bracha did the Jewish people say on man? Yesterday we were reading the Torah. What bracha did the Jewish people say on man? Some say She'akol Niya Bidvaro. Others say Baruch Ata Hashem Elokeinu Melech HaOlam Hamamtir Lechem Min HaShamayim. Hamotzi is not good. Hamotzi is if you take something from the ground. But if it's come from the sky, hamotzi doesn't make sense. You have to say hamamtir. In Hebrew, matar means rain. Hamamtir means he sends like a rain. That's why they say, most rabbis, they said the blessing was hamamtir lechem min hashamayim. Any taste you wanted, the man had. You wanted sushi, it had taste of sushi. You want pizza, pizza. But let's say Chida asks this question. If you had in mind to eat pig, pork, the man will give this taste or no? You understand the question? And if let's say it did give the taste of pork because you have a free choice, did the person make a sin or no sin? You understand the question? I want to read the Gemara Masechet Chulin, page 109, page 109b. The Gemara says, used to be a big rabbi. His wife's name was Yalta. Today we have a city Yalta that many people go on vacation in Russia. But the Rabbi Nachman's name, his wife was named Yalta. She said to her husband, "Dear my husband, I have a question for you. Whatever Hashem said no, there is a kosher way how to do it. Let's say you're not allowed to consume blood, not allowed to eat blood, not allowed to drink blood. But can we eat something that has the same taste as blood and is kosher? Liver. If you take a liver, you wash it nicely, and you have to only do it on open fire, then you could eat liver, and it has the same taste of blood, and it's kosher. Second,
you could do on grill, sorry.
Grill. You could do it on grill. Yes, yes. It has to be perforated that the blood should go down. Okay. If it's closed 100% like a pan, it's not cooked. It has to has place that the blood should go down. Nida dam tahor, chelev be'ema, chelev chaya. You're not allowed to eat certain parts of the fat of animals, domestic animals. But if it's deer, if it's buffalo, and it has fats, these fats you can eat. So fats over here not allowed. The other fats of these animals not domestic. Wild animals kosher, you can eat them. So she brings a lot of examples. Pig is not kosher, pork. Can you eat something that has the same taste of pork? Yes. There is a fish. It's called in Aramaic language shibuta. We don't know exactly what shibuta means. Some say it's tuna fish. Some say it's not tuna fish, something else. The brain of this fish shibuta has the same taste as pork, and it's kosher. This fish is kosher. There is a certain bird that's called giruta, and it's not kosher bird, but there is some kind of fish, it's called kavra, and the tongue of this fish is the same taste of like this bird. So she brings a lot of examples like this. You're not allowed to touch a married woman, but can you get married to her? Yes, if the husband dies, or give her the divorce, you can get married to her. You're not allowed to get married to the wife of your brother. But if there is a way, yes. If your brother, God forbid, dies without children, you have to get married to her. Even if you're already married. Yes.
You have to have a second wife.
Huh? Okay, let me tell you. It's a big subject. When I talk about marriage, a lot of questions. You see, now you have questions. Today, one guy asked me, if let's say my son not gonna give divorce to his wife, and he wants to get married to someone else, can he get married to someone else or no? So we have to know one thing. If let's say a person did not give his wife get, and he wants to get married to someone else, rabbi should not do the chuppah for him. According to the Torah, a person can have few wives, but 1,050 years ago, there was a big rabbi. His name was Rabbeinu Gershom Maor Agola. He was the rabbi of Rashi, and he made a decree, not allowed to have two wives. If you have two wives, no one can say Shalom Aleichem.
It's Ashkenazi country.
So he only made it for Ashkenazim and only for 500 years. And since we live where mostly Ashkenazim, we do the same thing. And this decree was renewed again. Yeah.
But not for Temani, no?
Temanim, if you want to go to Morocco, Temani, then Baba San used to have two wives, and many other people they used to. In America, not allowed to have two wives. So why he told us not to have two wives? Why not allowed to have two wives? Why not?
No problem.
Machloket. Let me tell you why. And also he made a different decree. If you have a wife and you want to get divorced with her, you could give it the get whether she likes it or no. But he says, I make a decree. You're not allowed to give your wife get unless she agrees. You have to make her happy that he should say, okay, I'm ready to get divorced. First, you have to try to make shalom bayit. If not, then. But she has to want to get. So why he told like this? Many reasons. One of the reasons, Hashem has a wife or no? Hashem has a wife, Jewish people. Ve'rastich li leolam, ve'rastich li b'tzedek u'mishpat. When we put tefillin, we make like 3 circles. It's like we get married to Hashem. It's like our ring. Hashem says, Jewish people, you my wife and I'm your husband. The Torah is like ktubah. So Hashem, He loves us, Jewish people. If let's say, God forbid, God gonna say, you know what? I don't like Jewish people anymore. God forbid. It's not gonna happen. I want to get married to a different nation also. I like another nation. I like how they behave. I'm gonna have another nation. Can Hashem do it or no?
No.
If we have 2 wives, Hashem gonna say, I also am gonna have 2 wives. I'm gonna have also a different nation. But since we say to Hashem, hey Hashem, we're not allowed to have 2 wives, and you also have to do your Torah now. You told us to listen to the sages. Just like we cannot have 2 wives, you're also not allowed to have 2 wives. You cannot take any other nations. One thing, you're going to tell us, I'm going to give divorce to Jewish people. Yeah? We make another decree. You're not allowed to give get unless we agree. And we're not going to agree that you give us the divorce. This is the real reason why Rabbeinu Gershom Maor Agola, he did these 2 decrees. And also different reason, because people starting to have big problems. You know, the lack of modesty, one of the reasons. But I'll tell you something. Once I came to the wedding, I have father-in-law, he lives in Borough Park. It's not part of the Borough Park, actually. It's the end almost. So I come to my father-in-law's house. We came like now, December it was, January, Shabbat ended very early. I come very hungry. And my father-in-law says, Domot, eat. We're going to go to the wedding now. I said, we're going to go to the wedding? Which wedding? It's going to be a second marriage. One Hasidic guy, his wife is very, very sick. She's a vegetable. She cannot move for 5 years. She told me, what are you going to do with me? I cannot cook for you. I cannot bring you children. I cannot do laundry for you. Please give me divorce. Get married to someone else. So he took 100 rabbis. If you need to get married to the second wife, you need your wife to give you permission, and you need to give 100 signatures from real rabbis, not fake rabbis that they don't have smicha, and they, real rabbis like Rabbi Yamin and others. So this rabbi, he got 100 signatures, and he got married to a divorced woman. I went to this wedding. I'm very hungry. And I said to my father-in-law, Amak, you brought me to this wedding. Where's the food? He says, the food is going to come. I said, over there, the food. No, it's going to come over here. So they gave us pickles. I ate the pickle, I became more hungry. I said, why didn't I eat by you? I became more hungry now. He gave us bread after half an hour. I ate it, I became more hungry. So the whole wedding, very, very few, small dish, maybe $18 menu. But I was dancing like crazy, I liked it. Of course, they got divorced, unfortunately. Not because I left hungry, no. Because they didn't work out. So only if you have a sick wife and she gives you permission to get married to someone else and you have 100 signatures from big rabbis that can be verified that they signed it, only then you could have a second wife. Shlomo HaMelech, how many wives he had? But Torah says, how much can a king have? How many wives can a king have? How do we know that a king can have 18? How do we learn that? David HaMelech, Hashem told him, David, you have whatever you have right now, I'm going to multiply by 3 times. And at that time, David HaMelech had 6 wives. So we learn from here that king can have 18 wives. A regular person, he can have more if he can afford, but we don't have it for us. But Shlomo HaMelech had 700 wives and 300 concubines. Concubine means that I don't give you ketubah, I don't promise you anything. Like boyfriend and girl, today I'm not allowed to do this. Why did Shlomo HaMelech have so many wives? 700. I forgot your name. Your name was Miriam, no? Or Sarah? Sarah, yeah. What about your name? Tamara or Tzipora? Well, I'm sure he remembered all of them. But why did he need so many wives? 700 plus 300, why?
To make it act with the country.
Huh? Did he touch them or just in paper he was married to them? He touched them or no? He touched them, he was like husband and wife, but once in 3 years. There is a big line. Yeah, it's funny, but it's not. I'll tell you 3 reasons why Shlomo HaMelech had so many wives. First reason, how many names Shlomo HaMelech had? How many names you have? Your name is Avram. Any other names? Only one name. How many names you have? Few names. I don't know how many names you have. 1 name, 2. Shlomo HaMelech had 7 names. His first name was Yedidia. Yedidia means friend of God. His name was Itiel. Itiel means Hashem is with me. Emmanuel means Hashem is with us. Itiel means Hashem is with me. Shlomo HaMelech had second name Itiel. His name was Nun. Nun also means builder and also means smart person. Yaakov means respected person. His name was Agor. He used to collect a lot of wisdom. And Kohelet, he used to gather many people. When Shlomo HaMelech spoke, thousands of people came. But the most popular name was what? Shlomo. Shlomo means a person without any minuses. And also it reminds of the word shalomi. Shalom. No one had any wars. 40 years, no wars. Why? Because he got married to the daughters of all the kings and ministers. He made them Jewish, real way, not fake way. And they say, why are we going to fight with Israel? We have our daughter over there. So that's why number 1 reasons why he had so many wives, that no one should fight with Israel. Second reason why he had so many wives, he wanted to have a lot of kids. How many children Shlomo HaMelech wanted to have? He wanted to have 10,000 children. He said, I want to have my own army of my children. Hashem told him, if you're going to have so many kids, even if you have 1,000,000 children and one of them dies, you're going to feel okay, or you're going to cry all entire life. So Hashem said, before I'm going to give you 10,000 kids, then we're going to give you 1 kid that has problems with his legs. And see how much you're going to cry that he has problems with his legs. Rachavam his name was. So Shlomo HaMelech said, you know what, I'm not going to have so many kids. Forget about it. And the third reason why he had so many wives, he wanted them to go back to their own city and tell everyone not to do idol worshipping. If you lived in Yerushalayim, when you went back to your own city, You already knew Hashem existed, and they said everyone, don't do idol worshipping. There is no point, and that's why 3 reasons why Shlomo HaMelech had many wives. So let me finish my subject over here. So the wife of Rabbi Nachman says, dear husband, I have a question for you. Can I eat milk and meat together? What should I eat that has the same taste as milk and meat together? So the rabbi says, if you eat udder, from where the milk comes from the cow, you have to cut it, right? And you have to take all the milk out, you have to wash it nicely, and you have to grill on an open fire, and it has the same taste of milk and meat together. So my question is, if you ate man, and you had in your mind to eat pork, did the man have taste of pork or no? That?
No.
So Chida says that it did. And if you ate it, you didn't make a sin. One, because maybe Hashem gave you this fish that has the same taste of pork. So the Chida says that it had the taste of pork and you did not make any sins. Morav Rabotai, Be'ezrat Hashem, this year Pesach will be on Friday night, and women are very happy about it. In 2 months, Be'ezrat Hashem. In the beginning Friday night, in the end Friday night. What day of the week Pesach will never be? First day. Shabbat, which means Saturday night. This year, Be'ezrat Hashem, Friday night. But what day of the week, first day of Pesach, will never be? Friday night this year. Since I hear many answers, and I'm sure I'm going to say one of your answers, because I'm sure one of you said correctly. First day of Pesach will never be in your life on Sunday night. Sunday night, Pesach will never be, first day. Tuesday night, first day of Pesach will never occur. And also Thursday night, as many of you said, Pesach will never fall. 3 days, it's easy to remember. Sunday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, no. Why not? You know why? Because of the Kippur. Yom Kippur will never be on Monday night. Yom Kippur will never be on Thursday night. And it also will never be on Saturday night. Why? Why Kippur will never be at a Thursday night? Why? Because person gonna be dead, God forbid, 2 days he's gonna be, who is gonna bury him? In Israel, it's very hot. Outside of Israel, you can take Spanish people and bury him. You're just gonna stand. But in Israel, it's too hot. So that's why Kippur will never be before Shabbat and after Shabbat. Why not Monday night? Because Leil Arava, when we learn the whole night after the school is finishing, if Kippur will be on Monday night, this learning of Arava will be Friday night, and you have to go to sleep. That's why Kippur will never fall on Monday night. My question, if person was swearing that he is going to eat not kosher, he has to fulfill this or no? No. He gave swearing, I'm going to eat something not kosher. He has to eat or no? So, when we came to this world, we swore to Hashem that I will fulfill the Torah. This swearing, you made the sin that you swore, but you're not allowed to fulfill it. You're not allowed to eat pork if you swear that you're going to eat it. So there is one story, 350 years ago, in the city of Lublin. One person got married, and his wife became pregnant, but unfortunately, she became very, very sick. And the doctors told her, after 2 months, Kaddish Al Israel, you're going to die. So she's dying, and she calls her husband. She says, Yosef, you love me? Of course I love you. What kind of question is this? If you really love me, I want you to swear that if I die, you will not get married to someone else. My question is like this. He has to swear to her or no? Mr. Mzakanda, I'm going to finish this story and then I'm going to speak in Russian, okay? Thank you for your patience. После того, как я закончу этот рассказ, я буду говорить на русском. Окей? На полчаса.
Do you go back to speak English after that or only Russian?
I don't know, we'll see.
If it's only Russian, If you're gonna go back, then I sit down.
I don't want you to leave. It's up to you. So let's say like this. Since he sees that his wife is very, very, she might die faster, so not to make her wife upset, he brought the Torah, Sefer Torah. He picked up the Torah and he says, I swear in this Torah that if God forbid you die, I will never get married to someone else. And after 1 week, she died. So they bury her. Many people came to Levaya. When people die young, many people come, or when they die old, more people come? No? I do a lot of funerals. When person dies young, many people come. So if let's say I say, today there is a funeral, right away people jump on me. They ask two questions. Number one question, who died? I said, this and this person. I don't know him. Who is he? I said, don't worry about it. Second question that they ask is what? How old was he? If I say he was 95 years old, right away what they say? 95. So I told them, get ready. When you be 95, I'm going to come with a gun. Are you ready to die or no? No one wants to die. When young people die, there is a third question. What was the third question? Why he died? I know why he died. Because of overdose, of course. Why? But you know what? From these people that died young, many people died. One person, they brought the report from hospital that he did not die of overdose. Everyone thought that he died because of overdose. In his funeral, they said openly that he died of overdose, but in reality, he did not die of overdose. That's why if you don't know, why you talk? You're not allowed to say bad things about dead people because they cannot come to defend themselves. In few cases, they did come in a dream, but most people, they cannot come to the dream. Hashem doesn't give permission. He used to do drugs, this guy, and he stopped. He became very, very clean. But maybe it did have an effect on his lung and his heart, but he didn't die because of overdose. He stopped already. So that's why I tell people, if you don't know, don't say. And even if you do know, don't say. Because he is now getting punished if he did overdose. It's like you're killing yourself. Suicide is the biggest sin. So let me finish the story. This person, he took the Torah, he swore, his wife died, many people come to the funeral. After 2 years, he is still upset. And the rabbi, whose name was Rabbi Shlomo Luria, he saw him. Rabbi says, Yosef, why are you so upset? 2 years already have passed. Enough already. You did everything you could to save your wife. Why are you still upset? He said, Rabbi, to be honest with you, when she was alive, I took the Torah and I swore that if she dies, I'm not going to get married to someone else. And I don't know what to do now. I'm a young guy, I'm 23 years old. I want to get married, I want to have kids, I want to have a wife. I don't know what to do. The rabbi said, your swearing doesn't count. So, get married to someone, don't worry about it. Your swearing doesn't matter. Why? Because you swore to Hashem to fulfill the Torah. The Torah says you have to have kids. You don't have any kids, your swearing doesn't count. Go get married. So this person became very relieved. He found somebody, he got married. After 2 weeks when he got married, he's holding his heart, he fell and he died. So the people were blaming who? They said, Rabbi, it's your fault. Why you told them he should get married? You see what happened? Hashem punished him. Maybe his wife choked him from the other world. So the rabbi says, don't start the funeral until I come to the funeral. The rabbi took a paper, he took a pen, he wrote letter to the upstairs, Shamayim. Rabbi Shlomo Luria, I make a decree on heavens that this boy should wake up. It's not correct what you did, that you killed him. No, not allowed. I decree to the heavens, he should wake up. So the rabbi took the paper, he folded it, and he put inside the hand of this boy. He closed the hand. And when they put this boy on the ground, the rabbi says, no one is allowed to put any sand. If he doesn't wake up by tomorrow morning, then you're going to put the sand. Everyone go home. So everyone left. At 2 a.m. in the morning, this boy opens his eyes. When a person dies, what do we put on his eye? We put some sand. From where? Can you take it from American soil? No, from Jerusalem, from Israel. And you say 3 words when you put soil on his eyes. Which 3 words you have to say? V'chiper admato amo. So this boy woke up. He feels so much sand. He starts to remove his sand, and he goes to his house. He's knocking on the door, and just now his wife went to sleep. Just now Askara was over, and she saw him. He was dressed in a white shroud. She says, "Go back to the cemetery. I don't want to see you. Why you came back home?" And he came to the rabbi's house. "Rabbi, why you woke me up? My wife doesn't want to see me again. Why do I want to live like this?" The rabbi says, "Don't worry about it. We're going to read special prayers that he should be relieved. And after a few days, I'm going to come talk to her, and I'll tell her that it was a clinical death, and everything will be fine." I have a question like this. If person died and he woke up after 5 hours, he has to do chuppah again or no? And now I'm going to speak in Russian with your permission. Дорогие друзья, извините, что я... I'll tell you the answer in 1 second. You already showing me off, make a part 2, okay. The answer is, I'll tell you 1 second. Если, например, человек умер и через 5 часов проснулся. Я знаю несколько человек, которые умерли и обратно проснулись. Я знаю одного человека, который умер, и из-за праздников его не хоронили. Он через 2 дня проснулся. Он вылечился и женился. У него есть сейчас сын, его зовут Эммануэль. Через 2 дня он проснулся. Если похоронили бы, он бы под землей проснулся бы. Писатель Николай Гоголь, он под землей проснулся. Через 3 дня, как он умер, его похоронили. Он очень боялся, чтобы этого не произошло, но как раз это то, что случилось. Когда его раскопали, могилу Николая Гоголя, он был перевернутый. Некоторые говорят, что покрышка гроба была оцарапана, он хотел выйти, но уже было поздно. Поэтому много людей у меня спрашивают, почему в Израиле быстро хоронят людей, когда есть шанс, что он проснется. У меня самого несколько случаев было, что умершие проснулись. Мне звонит человек, скоро будет 4 года, его теща умерла, рабай, моя теща умерла, завтра новое, мы хотим, чтобы вы провели. Я сказал, я вам потом позвоню, пока успокоите своих родственников. Я через 3-4 часа ему звоню, алло, давайте информацию, как звали вашу тещу, когда, он говорит, рабай, новое отменяется. А? Что случилось? Другого рабая нашли? Нет, теща проснулась. Только что она проснулась. Дочери кричали, мама, мама, она проснулась. Урсу Абрами сервис не гамадура, батино гуль ми бранки, а ми гуль, чтобы боеше, бое джесате, чтобы гуль. А как? Покрывать у меня. Раньше же холодильников не было. Дорогие друзья, if person died and he woke up, when a person died, he is already not married to her. He is already single, and she is single also. If he woke up after 2-3 hours, 5 hours, he has to do chuppah again or no?
Yes.
Надо обратно хупу делать или нет?
Надо.
Некоторые говорят надо. Some say yes, he has to do chuppah again. Some say no, and the final answer is no. Because since we didn't bury this person, that's why because of Safek Brachot La'aken, you're not allowed to say Hashem's name in vain, not allowed to do it. No Kiddush, but some say you have to do it. Because when he died, he already not married. But we follow the opinion, no more chuppah, because we don't know who is right. Not allowed to say Hashem's name. Был один еврей, у него была жена еврейка, у них был мальчик Йосеф. Он с этой женой еврейка развелся, и он женился на одной итальянке, и у них родился мальчик, давайте его назовем Антонио. У этого еврея сын Йосеф, и сын кто? Антонио, не еврей, итальянец. Этот еврей был очень богатым, и он крутил большие бизнеса, и его 2 сыновей его сдали в дом престарелых. Ему исполнилось 87 лет, и этот еврей умирает. Лоер звонит. Алло, Joseph, please accept my condolences, your father passed away. Пожалуйста, прими мои соболезнования, говорит адвокат. Твой папа умер, но не переживай. Он вам обеим, двум сыновьям, оставил 50 миллионов долларов наследства. 25 миллионов ты получишь, 25 миллионов Антонио получит. И этот Йосеф звонит своему брату Антонио. Антонио, ты слышал, что стало? Папа умер. Да, я знаю. Я уже в церкви договорился, через 3 дня в христианском кладбище мы через церковь папу будем хоронить. Он говорит, слушай, мой папа не был христианин. Он был еврей. Надо его похоронить в еврейском кладбище. Надо через синагогу, через похоронный дом сделать. Почему ты через церковь хочешь его в христианском кладбище похоронить? Он говорит, ты меня извини, наш папа был еврей, но он ничего не соблюдал. Он кипур не держал, Пасху не соблюдал. Он был как христианин. Какое тебе дело? Я за все плачу. Хочешь, приходи на похороны, вот адрес этой церкви. Не хочешь, не приходи, я сам его буду хоронить. Еврей говорит, Антонио, я тебе не дам, чтобы ты папу хоронил через церковь. Я буду его хоронить по еврейским законам. И они оба пошли в суд. Когда опасно? Когда судья еврей или когда он не еврей? Или нет разницы? Когда еврей, это больше опасно. Почему? Потому что если он возьмет вашу сторону, они скажут, вот, ты своего еврея защищал. Вот почему. А этот судья сказал, я не могу его на 2 части разрубить мертвого. Поэтому суд приговор дает, что умершего надо сжечь, половина пепла тебе, половина тебе. Еврей видит, что от судьи никакого толку нету. Он говорит, Антонио, I beg you, пожалуйста, дай мне тело моего отца, чтобы я его похоронил. Он говорит, ты хочешь, чтобы я дал тебе тело отца? 25 миллионов, которые папа тебе оставил, мне дай, потом я подумаю еще. Он должен 25 миллионов дать или нет? Вы видите, вы боитесь отвечать, потому что я знаю, что вы скажете. Если вы скажете, да, я скажу, это не ваши деньги, поэтому да, вы говорите. Легко сказать, давай 20 миллионов, потому что не ваши деньги. А если вы скажете, нет, пульшириника соли, вам жалко давать. Он звонит главному рабаю Израиля, Рабай Хаим Каневский. Рабай, что мне делать? Вот мой брат Антонио говорит, дай мне 25 миллионов, потом я тебе только дам тело моего отца. Что я должен делать? Рабай говорит, Бог тебе дает испытание. Ты должен это испытание пройти. Поэтому закон говорит, что ты должен эти 25 миллионов дать и, как говорится, похоронить папу как надо. I want to conclude in English. There was a story in Baltimore. You know, in Baltimore there is many Jewish people. There is a big congregation. It was 20 years ago, this story that I'm going to tell you. One rich person, he made a wedding. 600 people came to the wedding. By our brethren Ashkenazim, they do photography, pictures after the chuppah or before the chuppah? Before chuppah? Okay. By us Bukharians, he didn't give the ring yet. Already the photographer says, put your hand over here, do like this, do like that. He didn't give the ring, he already tell her what to do. Put your hand over here, hug like this. Not allowed to do this. Ashkenazim were right. First you do chuppah, then you could take pictures. So, in Baltimore, 600 people, all the people came to the wedding. You know what? The photographer did not come. And in this city, there were 2 famous photographers. Let's say Abraham and Yitzchak. Abraham didn't come. So this rich person, they didn't have cell phones, too many people. 20 years ago, cell phones were not so popular. So he is calling the house number and no one picks up the phone. The photographer is not home also and he didn't come to the wedding. So right away he calls the competition. He says, Yitzchak, take your staff, equipment, right away, come to the wedding hall. I should have called you before. Why didn't I call you before? So this photographer came. He started taking pictures. From this moment that he came to the wedding, this Yitzchak that came, his business became triple or became less? Triple. 90% it went down. And all those reserves that he had, reservations, hello, cancel, we don't want, we took some, my relative called by mistake 2 people. They said, cancel, cancel. What happened? Why are they canceling me? Not because they asked nothing. No. He said, I have such good prices. I have such a good montage, such a nice, I do so nice. Why they canceling me? Why they not reserving me? So one friend told me, you know why? Because 600 people, the whole congregation was there. And they saw that you came late. They said, look at this, he is not responsible. He came so late, I'm not going to call him. But did they know that he was called last minute? Did they know that they called him at 7 p.m. and he came here 8 p.m. fast? They didn't know. So that's why the Torah says, you have to judge every person favorably. Because that's why many people will judge not correctly. Morav Rabotai, I think we're going to finish for today. If you have any questions on any topic, please ask me. I'm going to be able to answer it. Any questions? В заключение я хочу вам сказать одну вещь. Before I conclude, I'm going to say one more thing and that's it. Вы знаете, 27, 23, может быть 27% людей, которые получили Нобелевскую премию, это кто? Евреи. И один человек, Иван, говорит, евреи, что вы такие делаете вещи, что вы такие умные? Что вы кушаете, что вы такие умные? 27% людей, которые Нобелевскую премию получили, это евреи. Что вы кушаете? Он говорит, мы кушаем одну рыбу, называется gefilte fish. Вот мы ее кушаем, наши мозги открываются. Он говорит, а вы можете эту рыбу мне, пожалуйста, заказать? Сколько это стоит рыба? Банка стоит $20. $20? Вот тебе $20. Принеси мне, пожалуйста. Он прошел, заказал ему дать. Этот Иван пошел, поел эту рыбу. Через 3 дня он еврея увидел на улице. Он говорит, что такое, говорит? Эта банка стоит $5, ты за $20 мне продал, что такое? О, уже у тебя мозги работают, видишь? Уже мозги у тебя открылись. I want to say thank you very much to Halachic organization. Я хочу сказать большое спасибо организации Halachic and Emet Ve'emunah Synagogue that you guys came. Безрат Ашем, чтобы у всех была браха ва ацлаха. У кого дети не могут жениться, чтобы плохо женились, вышли замуж. У кого, кто болеет, худой лем рафуа шлемоте, чтобы Бог исполнил все ваши заветные мечты. Больше ветом кам на шеветом. Вот, большое вам спасибо за участие. Барух Адонай леолам. Аминь, аминь. Thank you so much. Спасибо.